welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Well, thank you for joining Don Getling and Gino Fronti in the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Holiday Special. That's right. Every year at the end of the year, we love sharing with you, kind of breaking down what happened in 2018, the prior year, and what to expect in the next year. And we're now to the final segment, which is, what do we see for 2019? And so far in the last 8 years we've been on this show, again, check it out at donandgino.com, over 2,000 YouTube videos. You're going to find that we're pretty much on point.
Yeah, we haven't had any snafus. I think one time we missed one thing and we were like, oh, that was a surprise.
And we admitted it.
Yeah, we did. It's okay. We're not perfect. That's good. We missed one time in the last 8 years. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot better than the Lakers. Anyways. Or the Raiders. Anyways.
Yeah, there you go. Go Rams.
Yeah, whatever. But that's the reality, is that let's take a look at 2019. So let's start with the stock market, because I think that's going to be a factor that's going to drive some of the other factors. Mm-hmm. So what does the stock market look like in 2019? This pullback may continue through the first quarter of 2019. There's fear in the markets. Don't forget, though, that at this time of year, too, people are booking losses. People are making strategic changes to their portfolios.
People don't realize that for the end of the year and what it's going to show.
So this is not all 100%. Some of this is just tax paper push, and they might want to buy in. Now, remember, if you sell Apple today, for example, and you want to rebuy Apple again, you have to wait 30 days for the wash rule to happen. So one of the things that might be happening is people might get out of these assets now. They might get back in these assets in February. Okay,
yeah, so a lot of cash being put on the table right now to see what happens.
Yeah, the cash being put on the side, tax moves are being made, and we don't expect the first quarter to just come ripping back and just take the market by storm.
No, and usually the first quarter is a little slow to see what the year holds. So
to see how retail did at the end of the fourth quarter, to see how car sales went at the end of the fourth quarter. So January earnings are going to be really important. February earnings are going to be really important.
The first quarter, just so you know, tends to be the slower months for sure.
Yeah, I think in March you should probably start to see hopefully start to see a recovering stock market in early spring.
I think a recovering stock market and also a recovering real estate market, meaning everybody understanding the adjustments that are happening right now to a normal real estate market.
Yeah, here's the thing: is people don't stop wanting to buy homes, Don.
No, there's still not enough inventory.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't stop. It's not like you wake up one morning and you say, I don't feel like buying a house anymore. I think I'll just keep renting. If some people are forced into that situation because they don't have the income to do so if affordability gets out of control. But remember, interest rate controls affordability more than price. So you really got to watch the interest rate needle more than you have to watch the price needle. So let's talk about interest rates.
So that being said, let's just say, if you waited last year and you say, I'm going to wait till next year because I'm worried about the real estate, bubble happening. Oops. And, the homes went up another 6% average across the nation, and interest rates went up 0.75%. I think you went backwards, and we're going to let you know that this could happen again. In 2019.
So let's assume that the stock market starts to recover, the economy shows it's resilient, and things are going to continue to do well the second quarter and third quarter. We could find ourselves near the end of the year definitely with a 5 in front of our rates, and potentially in the middle of the 5 sector, ranging between 5.25 and 5.5, depending on the program, etc. We could find ourselves another 1% higher than we did this year. So if that happens, again, you're going to have a little bit of challenged affordability, and we think we're going to have, I guess that just really normalizes the market a little bit further, because if you get to a market right around 6% is probably where interest rates should be for a completely normal market.
I agree. And we both feel that come this spring that the real estate market you're going to see is pretty robust. I mean, the key factor, and you've heard me say it since the beginning of our show almost 8 years ago, jobs.
Yep.
And the job market is
Screaming hot.
One of the best it's been since 1963 or something like that.
Best in 40 years.
Yes.
And, for many years we talked about, hey, the unemployment number doesn't matter. You got to look at underemployment. You got to look at all these other things. I think there's some really good jobs out there now. It's not like everybody's employed working at Walmart. There are some really good jobs. And what's interesting is, the people say, oh, technology's going to kill the jobs. All the robots, we're not going to need to work anymore.
Forever.
Well, here's what happened. So at the end of the day, okay, so we stopped manufacturing some of the stuff here in the United States. We still got all the logistics to ship it. You got to move it all around. So Amazon became this giant logistics company where the stuff still needs to be moved around. You got all kinds of new UPS jobs being built, all kinds of, the post office works on Sundays now.
Yeah.
So
and you got to promote it, you got to market it, and it just moves around.
Different kinds of jobs.
Exactly.
And some of them are really good paying jobs.
All right. So we feel the real estate market will still be robust in 2019. We still think real estate's a great investment. We think that prices are going to continue to go up. What we're seeing is we're waiting. The sellers are going to come to reality that they can't sell a home that needs a lot of work for the same price as those who have already done the work.
Yeah, it's going to drag the average down a little bit.
It'll drag the average down. But the houses that are priced right and are improved, they're still flying off the shelves, just so you know. Those do not last long. It's the ones that are like, I don't want to do the upgrades. I want to sell it for what they sold it for. Well, that's not happening. So,
but as lending continues to loosen and down payments continue to shrink, then you'll still buy those homes because you could say, you know what? It's okay that home needs $15,000 worth of work. We have the $15,000 because A, my job is solid, and B, we use that low down payment loan to get in so I can use the money to repair it. Right. Or the new home style renovation loan that we have here at Finance of America, where you could even buy the home with the improvements that you'd like.
Or there's something that hasn't happened in 5-6 years now, at least 5 years, seller credits.
Yeah.
You can actually negotiate the seller to help out with your closing costs or potential repairs. Usually it goes towards your closing costs and reduces the amount, or can go with lowering your interest rate
So
over
right
time.
now, what a great time to buy down your interest rate. Pay a point, pay 2 points. So, points are one of those funny things. Sometimes you should pay them, sometimes you shouldn't. Right now in this market, points are a good thing.
Right. So we believe it's a good time to purchase. We believe interest rates are going to slowly continue to go up. Right now we had an adjustment because they went up too fast.
Okay, so
that's what slowed
let's
down
put
the
our
market.
projections down just so we're entirely clear.
Okay.
So interest rates next year, average in the fives.
Yeah, I'm going to say if you average them throughout the entire year, 5.5 average.
Yeah, in the fives.
Right.
Okay, good. Appreciation nationwide.
I think 4.5.
I was going to say between 4 and 5.
Right.
Good. So we're there. So if interest rates stay there, population continues to grow the way that it does, and inventory is only coming at the market onto the market at like 2% growth. It's very slow to come to the market. Everything looks good for real estate next year.
I agree. So the key thing is we're going to say as we're closing out, we have so many resources, and we're going to be pushing them out harder than ever in 2019. We made a commitment to really press, especially on our National Real Estate Cafe, because that's a daily video blog that tells you every day what's really happening, because we found a weekly show sometimes isn't timely enough and doesn't give us enough time to get our I guess not updated enough information, because some stuff is that day where like, here's what happened today because of this, and we help you know what that really means to you.
Well, it helps you if you're right at the time where you're going to make a decision. Then you want to make sure that you have the latest information before you make the largest decision in your life potentially.
All right, so resources. Pay attention. These are really important. As we close out, you always got donandgino.com. That's DONANDGINO.com. Lots of resources there. You can go straight from there, actually, right to the National Real Estate Cafe. We're going to have subscriptions being set up for that, for email subscriptions. Right now, you can get set right to your phone by texting NREC to the number 58885. And then we have America's Professional Resource Group.
Yep, aprgi.com. So those are the main resources, but we can plug you into so many other resources, all the other networks. Those people we network with others, and that's one of the things we want to make sure is that we said, guiding you to personal and financial wellness. So whatever it is, you need, we have people that do meal planning, diets, workouts, trainers. We have all kinds of other people that are not in the financial world. So if you need a connection to somebody like that as well. So one more thing I'm going to ask that we haven't really asked before is go to donandgino.com and you can hit contact us, or if you remember, donandgino@gmail.com. Pretty easy. You see the theme there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and send us emails and tell us about your success stories. What advice did we give you that you were able to fix your insurance, that you were able to, I don't know, get happily divorced, that you were able to leverage some advice we gave you over the last 8 years, and that's why you watch our show.
All right. So Gino and I cannot thank you enough for being part of our lives and part of our show now for almost 8 years. Again, you can find out all this information at hometownstation.com. We thank Carl and Jerry for giving this opportunity to be part of the KHTS family and reaching out to more of our listeners and subscribers, because that's our goal, is to help you, basically guide you to personal financial wellness. We wish you happy holidays. This is our favorite show at the end of the year. Our holiday special to give you a recap of 2018 and then next year what we expect. You can always see these shows by going to donandgino.com. Other than that, Gino?
That's it. Thank you so much for almost 8 years, and we'd see you at donandgino.com.